Because Sana came and gave a truthful account, what the commission viewed as a truthful account of what happened. And Sana did not commit crimes against humanity because Sana was there July 22nd until I think November, until early in February, I think 1995. So very early on.
Yeah, but he said he was going around with
yes,
bicycle wheel chain,
yes,
chaining people in the open.
But that's not crimes against humanity.
I wasn't in this country at the time.
Yes, but the only provision, the provision that deals with amnesty says that if you are remorseful, you speak the truth, you're remorseful, you accept the conditions for amnesty, you are granted amnesty, except if you have committed crimes against humanity.
Okay, which you're saying he did.
So government rejected that recommendation and argued that Sana Sabali is one of those who bears greatest responsibility for the crimes. That is true, he bore greater responsibility for the crimes of that time, but those crimes did not amount to crimes against humanity. So therefore, they rejected it on the wrong reason.
Okay.
But this is strictly law.
Okay.
So, but so
let's progress the conversation. Everybody's saying no single party can win an election in this country. Parties have to coalesce. I read in one headline, either last week or that you are willing to lead talks on building a coalition, opposition coalition.
Yes, I am willing. I have, since 2021, been asking, or rather 2022, been asking for coalition. Gambia is quite interesting and quite funny. In 2023, I recall, I called for coalition. NPP people insulted me so badly, in the social media. UDP insulted me so badly in social media. Even in 2024, I did the same again. I called for coalition. Both parties insulted me. Or I'd rather say members of both parties, because it's not necessarily an institutional decision. But now, people are saying, Essa Faal must go for coalition. I said, but I was the one always calling for coalition. So it's those who were insulting me for calling a coalition. Those are the people to be convinced, not me. They're preaching to the choir. In fact, I have been the one calling for it. I do not agree with the premise that it's only a coalition that can remove Barrow.
You don't agree with that?
No, I don't agree with that. Because you know what?
No.
Gambian politics, yes, it's done on the platforms of political parties, but it's deeply personal. When you people go to the ballot, they don't see parties. They see individuals. It's a contest between individuals. I know for certain that Barrow's popularity is waning. Big time.
It's waning?
It's waning.
They're saying it's going up and up and up, his supporters.
Well, they call me delusional.
Exactly.
But I think they must be sleeping. They are in a slumber. Look, if you go around Basse, maybe his stock is still high. But between Banjul and Kalaji...
He just won in half-die ward.
Yeah, but against a party that has not won any political office since 1992.
Okay.
You see, and that is deeply local. It was not about NPP and PPP. It was personalities. And in fact, in Afdai, if they were not giving $500 to houses, yes, they would not have won, but it is true. They were giving $500.
How did I miss out? Man, I'm from Afdai, number 2 Charles Street. I should have gone back and get a $500.
Well, there was a lot of bribery.
Oh,
look,
wow.
We have to be honest. In Gambian politics, there's a lot of bribery, especially by the regime in power. Okay? That is the truth. They may deny it. They may say Essa Faal is lying. I pray to God that I would never be in a situation where I'd have to lie. But they would say that Essa Faal is lying.
But you know for sure that they were giving
I know for certain
$500.
that they were giving $500. Wow. Many people received $500. Or they were giving out money.
I missed out.
Yes, they were giving out money. But that is true. Gambian politics is like that. Well, why did Barrow win in 2021? Because they were also giving out goodies. Somebody would say that, oh, he went to a particular village and Essa Faal was giving out jerseys to a football team. That's a lie.
Were you not giving out jerseys?
My team gave out jerseys once.
Yeah,
it was, just a moment, it was not tied to the election. It was way before. I was not even aware of it. And, but this happened in a completely different place from where this person was talking about. Look, people take opportunities to lie about people and say things that they know that are not true, but they say it nonetheless because you want to stain the person. But in Afdai, to be quite candid, they gave out money to people.
Oh, wow.
They did. They may not accept it. They may deny it. Maybe they will put a police out of the door here to have me arrested for saying what I have said.
Oh, no. But Barrow says such things don't happen ever again in this country.
But that is not true.
And the minister...
That is not true.
Let me just come. The information minister just said that, there are no threats to freedom of the press in this country evermore. You are here... at my invitation.
Yes.
All right. So I hope they don't try to arrest you because you came on my program because you haven't said anything here.
If you like what you are seeing, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Well,
that means
they have tried many times. Look, when I had that runnings with that person they sent to come and insult my parents, I reported the matter to the police. They charged me with an offense.
Oh.
Yes. They charged me with...
Somebody insulted your parents.
Yes.
You went and reported to the police, which is what is recommended, which is what is advised, and you said they charged you.
Yes.
What did they say you did? You lied against the person?
No, they said they charged me with idle and disorderly conduct.
For hanging around a police station.
Yes, because you see, this is
I shouldn't be laughing.
This is a colonial legacy. And dictatorial governments tend to latch onto it.
So, but it's in the books.
Yes, it's the vagrancy laws.
Okay.
It's Public Order Act.
Again, these are the things they would do and say, well, listen,
yes,
we're just
right.
going according to the law.
Yeah, but the thing is...
Which leads me to ask then, do you think this National Assembly, even the one before it, took any responsibility? It was, we were supposed to have broken, clear of the past.
But you cannot blame the National Assembly for the excesses of the executive. You can only blame the executive for their excesses. Look.
No, but this was acting on a law.
Yes.
Get them take this law out of our books and put in, better laws.
No, but these are necessary laws. Good laws, but badly applied. You target a political figure to embarrass the person or to create such opportunities so that the person could be disqualified from running. So they trap you. This person came to me and started insulting my parents. On video, everybody was seeing it in the country. And everybody saw me standing there, my arms folded. I reported to the police.
And the police?
People were blaming me for being where I was. It's just like people blaming me for being here because you invited me.
Yes.
In that instance, I was invited by a friend in his own restaurant. They know that's where I go to. I don't go anywhere else. But these are terrible things that happen. I hope they would not happen again in this country. If there is anything that President Barrow has done well in, is maintaining the peace in this country.
You said that at the beginning and you are repeating it.
Because I believe in everything I say, I believe it. And I am not the person who seeks to score political points by lying against people. I don't do that. What they do to me, they come and lie, Essa Faal is Ahmadiyya. They bloody well know, excuse my language, for saying that. They know that is not true, but they say it to score political points.
But even if it were true, what happened with freedom of association?
But that is not important for them. What is important for them is saying things that would stain a person in a way that they think would give them political.
Well, I hope they don't use my Christianity and Catholicism against me. Because I'm a proud Christian and proud Catholic.
I embrace an interfaith Gambia in which we all live in peace and harmony.
Yeah.
I grew up in that environment. The first parties I have attended as a child were organized by Auntie Alice. She used to live right next door to us. She took us all as her children, in spite of the fact that we have differences in faith. Christmas was something that we looked forward to the most, because Christmas we would receive gifts, we would receive a lot of new things. And Christmas was the time in which we all came together and celebrated what we all believed was Banjul culture.
Yeah.
It was not about Christianity.
Yeah.
So for us, Gambia belongs to all of us. It does not matter what religion you belong
Absolutely.
to. It does not matter what languages you speak.
Let me put in
it does not matter which region you come from. It does not matter what tribe you belong to. It belongs to all of us, and together, and only together, can we develop this country. And that is what I stand for, a united Gambia.
Let me put in just one more question before I go. Maybe we need 10. Maybe we need 10 hours. That's what happens when you have two, past pupils of St. Augustine's engaging in a conversation.
Please,
Lamin will be so jealous now.
I can imagine.
Just finally from me, before I get to, some of... How much time do you have?
I have time, Peter.
Okay,
I have time for the Gambian people. Remember, I have resigned the top job at the ICC.
Okay.
Just to focus.
Fantastic.
On politics for the Gambian
in terms of
people.
your political engagement, I mean, now against the end of the year, let's just stop at 2025, and then when 2026 comes, hopefully we will get an opportunity to sit again and chat. In fact, we should bring you back here for a conversation entirely in Wolof. Just in Wolof.
I'd be happy
because
to
I'm sure I know a friend who will say to me, why sa watan wete ak Essa, why waron ngeen ci dugal Wolof tuti. So what's your political engagement? How do you now that you've left all your jobs overseas, you've come back home, politically, how do you intend to engage yourself now against December?
I'm still doing things for the ICC, but I am doing it from Gambia because I just don't want to be going again. So I have that flexibility. So I'll do them from here, but I will focus a great deal on the politics. I do believe that sometimes some of the things I say, no matter how foolish some may view them, they do matter. They do influence policy. And it is important that I continue to amplify the voices of the Gambian people. It is important that the cries of the people are brought out in high pitch for everybody to hear. It is important that what people go through are brought out for everybody to see. It is important that people bring out policy prescriptions that can help change what is happening in this country. That's what I stand for, and that's why I am doing what I'm doing.